I've not seen this, so we're watching this together as friends on the internet.
I did a stream years ago about someone named Bex Gerber. I subtitled my personal stream about this person with the name The Riot Games Ruiner. Bex is a female to male to female trans Jew who was basically ejected from Jewish identity. She was also denied her right to return to Israel because she's a convert. And she got very angry and started saying that she was upset the Jews didn't want her or something. But she eventually found a progressive reformed synagogue willing to accept her as a convert. Uh, I think I can't remember exactly what it was. She's in like a polycule with like two gay retarded simps that she has total and complete control over because they are so unintelligent. I want to say there was a baby involved at some point. I want to say she got pregnant. Um, and now she goes by like non-binary pronouns. And she's largely credited with. I think there's a character in League of Legends that is based off of her. It has like bright green hair or some shit. But she was ousted from League of Legends for basically being toxic, and then she got super pissy about. Oh, she was like an archivist or something. Her job in the company was something really retarded. Like she just like handled the in-universe lore or something, which I think if I remember correctly, she handled the lore, and there was a point after she got fired where I'm pretty sure League of Legends completely and totally decanonized 100% of its lore. So they took their entire in-game universe that they had built up haphazardly over like a decade and just completely table dropped it after she was ousted from the company. Um, so after she left League of Legends, I don't know what she's been up to besides faking being Jewish. And now she finally has a real job. She is the president of End Networked Harassment. I think I talked about this last stream, but Liz Fong Jones has renamed End Kiwi Farms to End Networked Harassment, which is just the same exact fucking thing, but now it's a incorporated entity. And Liz Fong Jones has hired Bex Gerber as president, and I believe he's the Liz is gay married to the snake trick. But he's also in a polycule relationship with another trick called Alexander Leal. I can't remember what Alexander does. I don't remember anything about him, but he's been around for a long time, and I think he's the treasurer of the organization. So Liz Fong Jones took my idea of setting up a 501c4 and has done so himself, and is now involved in the board of End Network Harassment. So, chat. This is why I said we got to be serious, because Liz Fong Jones. I would like to one day give an update to you about the Australia thing, but I only have bits and pieces that I've heard through the grapevine. I don't have access. If anyone has access to like I think it's in Victoria. If you have access to the Victoria court records, and but I don't think any of this information is like public. So I just have like secondhand information, and I'm being intentionally kept out, even though it's a big pain in my fucking ass, basically, and it directly involves me. I'm not allowed to hear anything. So one day I will be able to give an update, but not right now. But despite that, and despite the funds that we raised for the legal fund, um, he's still going to go for it. He's still going to try and destroy the Kiwi farms. And he's going to try to, as I predicted, he's going to try to destroy the Kiwi farms, not by a complaint vector. He's going to try and ruin the internet forever. He's trying to meet people who have direct associations inside the IEFT, inside the IANA. He's going to try to get networked into all the groups that are responsible for engineering the infrastructure level backbone of the internet so that it is more difficult to host resilient content online. He's going to try to go for political changes as a non-resident immigrant from citizenship with Canada, Australia, and probably also secretly China. Because China doesn't recognize dual citizenship, so he probably has a Chinese passport, but then also has a Canadian and Australian passport. but he's gonna try to fuck with the U.S. and nobody else seems to care except me. And the only reason why I care is because he's been after me for like 5 fucking years now. Um, so as I mentioned, there was a There's one person who has already agreed to be on the board. There's another person who has offered, and I'm strongly considering it. But you have to be careful. And then from there, I have to kind of develop a plan about what I want to do. And I've talked about my big four things. I want to diminish copyright, especially how it pertains to the internet. I want to enact net neutrality under a different name because net neutrality is like a poison term. But we basically need common carrier internet service providers. I want to end financial censorship, which is payment processor stuff, and that could be done tomorrow if the OCC reenacted the thing they already passed. And the fourth that I've been thinking of that would probably help with the reputation of the entity is I think that consumer privacy rights should be a thing in every state. There's no reason for your telecom company to sell your address when you get a cell phone or whatever. There's no reason why your credit report should be flushed around to every fucking company that asks for it. There's a law in California called the CCPA, which is basically just like the private like consumer privacy, and it's very strong. And there's no reason why every state shouldn't have something like that. So those are my four pet projects. And if I once I'm settled back in the U.S., I'm going to very seriously explore how I can pursue that. Because the last one especially, I think you can get that passed everywhere. Because there are two laws, and this is an aside, but there are two laws that are tested. You have the CCPA for privacy in California, and then you have payment processor neutrality in Tennessee and Florida. And it's like if you can show a state that these other states already have these rules in the book, and they have a beneficial official action to the citizens, and you can get people in those states to support it, then you can get them passed in each state. And once that happens, then you have national coverage, right? It has like a domino effect. So that's my thoughts. These are the things that I think about while I play EU4 and destroy the Ottomans as the Papal States. Yeah, the CCPA is a good law. Um, I, I don't know the full details of it, but the taking information from credit reports being flushed around, like there's literally no reason for it. There's no reason why your electric company or the car dealership or your telecom company or your ISP should be selling your address and your phone number to marketers. Like, there's no fucking reason.
That's stupid.